Hey everybody, thanks a lot for joining me for this video. First off, I just really want to say a huge thank you to everybody that has been voting on the YouTube On the Rise poll, which I talked about in my last video. I have the link below if you can vote for me for this. It's basically, I'm one of 4 channels up for a special feature on the front page of YouTube, and I would really appreciate your votes. It's very easy. You don't have to even have a YouTube account to do it. You just visit the link and click. It's like 2 clicks and you're done. So thank you so much for all the support you guys have shown so far. There's still several days of voting left, so I would really appreciate you taking the time to do that for me. Thank you so much. And it's just really an honor to be included in this. I'm the only makeup channel that's part of it. What I wanted to do in this video was actually go back in time a little bit. I did a Twitter talk video yesterday. That's where I kind of just answer some random questions on Twitter. I just kind of put a call out there, hey, ask me any questions you want. It'll be included in an upcoming video. So I'll be going through that. I'll be in a different outfit since I did that yesterday. But I thought for today I might do a quick little outfit of the day. And if you're wondering about the makeup, right now, you can check that out on my daily booth page. I've got just some pearl earrings on. These are really neat. They're actually kind of like a lilac shade, so it's like that pearl effect, but really soft and pretty. My necklace is just this little, it's actually a little feather, and I got this very cheap from Forever 21, so if you want to check that out, Forever 21 is the place to go. I've got this little like cardigan sweater here that I have had for a really long time. It's just regular long sleeve sweater, and I just kind of paired this with a shirt that I think I might have included this actually in another outfit of the day, but it's got this neat little detail right here, kind of like a floral poofy thing going on. I'll post in the bottom bar exactly where I got this from, but kind of letting that sort of show there on the top. Just got jeans on the bottom and this cool bracelet that I got from Claire's. It's gold and it's got this like really dark wood beading all around it, so kind of a neat little cuff bracelet. That's my little outfit of the day because lots of people have said you're neglecting the fashion, and so there it is for you. And here is the Twitter talk. So my first question here is from Emmy Espy, and she says, maybe you can talk about skin products that are best for the winter, especially for when skin gets flaky. I've gotten a lot of this kind of question here lately, and a couple of the things I would say are to look at the cleanser you're using and the moisturizer. I think sometimes with cleansers, we use things that really can strip our skin, and maybe we gear towards that a little bit more during the summer. You know, you want that oil, sweat to not be a part of your face whatsoever, but I think maybe going towards a cream cleanser. For example, I use Aveeno Ultra Calming Daily Moisturizer, and I also use the cream cleanser, and I know there are a lot of people, sometimes when your skin gets real dry, it also gets sensitive, so this is very good for sensitive skin, the Ultra Calming, and that cleanser being a cream cleanser. I mean, it's not getting me oily, but it is, you know, it's cleaning my face, but it's not stripping it of the oil, natural oils that it needs. Bella has a question. She says, what is your favorite high-end foundation? I haven't tried a whole lot of high-end foundations, but I have tried some, and I can tell you the one that I'm actually wearing today is one of my favorites, and it's the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish SPF 15 foundation. And this is a really great foundation. I feel like it gives your skin that little bit of a glow. It reminds me a little bit of Revlon Photo Ready. Speaking of a product that when your skin gets a little more dry, it keeps it from looking really dull. I feel like this is one of them. It has this nice little pump applicator, and I just feel like it's very blendable. I've gotten real used to working with this over time that I've had it, and I just think it's really great. So that might be one worth checking out, especially dry skin, or if your skin gets dry in the wintertime, something to look for there. Tammy Marie says, are you going to review that new L'Oreal mascara Million Lashes? Well, I tell you what, I've got one right here, and I am going to use it a little bit more before I go ahead and post a review. Right now, I'm very so-so on this. I feel like it's really doesn't seem a bit like the regular Voluminous or the Voluminous Carbon Black. So, I mean, the fact that they put this in the title, that's That's my text message ring. Long story behind that. Anyway, this really does not remind me of any of the other voluminous mascaras. It has a rubber brush that is, ooh, excuse me. It's kind of a large brush, and I feel like it doesn't clump at all, which is good, but it doesn't quite give me enough formula on the lashes either, like the other voluminous versions do, to really plump them up and make them really thick. So right now, you know, it's not a mascara I would urge anyone to go right out and buy, but if my opinion changes, like I said, I'll post a real review on that later on. Next up, Jess Hollywood says, what are your favorite high-end and drugstore brands? Wow, this is a hard question because I like so many brands. I mean, high-end or drugstore, I still have a lot that I like. Just to throw out a few, you know, a high-end brand that I am getting more into as time goes on and just enjoying testing out new products from it is Urban Decay. I got the Naked palette. I have several other palettes that I like and that I really have enjoyed. So I think they have several real standout products. So I'm liking experimenting with that brand. Too Faced has been a brand that I've loved, that I've gotten a lot of kind of gifty items from my sister from Too Faced, and I've loved them all. And I don't know, the great brand for experimenting and adorable packaging. Smashbox is another great high-end brand that has some really nice, especially if you're thinking about the holidays, they tend to have a lot of nice boxed up sets, so you can try a lot of different products, and they're pretty generous with what you get, even with those sets. I mean, there's usually several full-sized items in there, and so I think that's a great way to get introduced to the brand. I've tried lots of those kits that I've really liked. And then finally, I'm getting a little bit more into MAC. I'm definitely not as into MAC as many of the YouTubers out there are, but I kind of have a small collection, and what I have, you know, some things I like, some things I don't like, but as a whole, I think it's a great quality brand. So those are some high-end things that I enjoy. And then from the drugstore, my goodness, I could tell you something from every brand that I just love, but just off the top of my head, Revlon has tons of great color stay products that I like, with a few minor exceptions, but many of them I think are great. I love a lot of the shadows from CoverGirl. I think Wet n Wild has some individually outstanding products. NYX is another great brand. Inexpensive makeup, but some amazing quality products in there. Great for color. If you're looking for color, but you don't want to spend a lot for it, you can get that great pigmentation out of NYX products. So I definitely didn't include everything here, but those are just some ideas, just the ones that popped into my head just now because I haven't looked at these questions in advance. So thank you for that. Lassette, hello. Can you talk about how you do time management considering your work schedule and YouTube and Tyler? Great question here, because I'm on a weird schedule. If you're not familiar with me and what I've talked about so many times in videos, I get up at about 1:30 in the morning to get to work. I get ready and everything, get to work between 3 and 3:30, and I have to go to bed, you know, like around 7, or I really should be in bed a little before that. So it's crazy. It is weird. It's been a lifestyle change. I think a lot of people think maybe I just go around not getting a lot of sleep, but I need the sleep. So I do have to change my lifestyle around, get to bed early, and just make it work. And with Tyler, he works, you know, the more typical 8 or 9 to 5 or 6 job, and it puts us, you know, not having a lot of time together in the evenings. However, we do really, I think, make the most of our weekends, and I've got Cupcake crawling around on my lap. Hi, baby. Hi, hon. She gets very excited when I'm here in the makeup room. The thing that we try to think about most is basically, what are we going to do on our weekends? How are we going to, you know, have time to spend with one another? Sometimes he's got work to do on the weekends. I'm doing YouTube generally in the afternoons after work. So I have that time free when it's now just me and Cupcake here. So afternoons have been a time for me to accomplish a lot with my YouTube channel, and then weekends too. So basically, you know, it's just, we don't get a lot of time during the week, and that's just the way it is, and we've sort of coped with that, but communication is a big thing. Beauty Brunette says, what celebrity do you look up to as far as style, makeup, and why? I have several that I just kind of admire either their fashion sense or their makeup. I think Carrie Underwood, hair-wise, like I always really enjoy the styles that, at least the styles she's caught wearing by the magazines all the time. I feel like, man, does this girl ever have bad-looking hair? So I think she inspires me a lot in that sense. I think Kim Kardashian just always has a gorgeous makeup look. Even when it's natural makeup, when it's dramatic, I feel like it always looks very clean, very finished, very polished. And I mean, I'm sure she has makeup artists to thank for that. I know Makeup by Mario has a great blog and kind of goes through a lot of the things he's used on Kim. And it's just very impressive how she looks all the time. And, you know, I think sometimes I have that in the back of my mind when I'm getting ready. And also, if anybody watches Headline News, HLN in the mornings, Morning Express with Robin Meade, she has great style great news anchor style, but she looks great as well all the time. And she just also has this wonderfully upbeat personality for that hour of the day. So I kind of strive to be, you know, that positive person in my news as well. But she has a great look. Once again, very polished, always put together, and so I love that style. Sunny Days says, what is a simple way to make foundation seem more natural and seamless, not cakey and overdone? I would say get a sponge that you can apply it with and spritz it with some water. Like, for example, I have a little water spritzer here that's just water, and I'll take, you know, one of these triangular sponges. Everything's just within reaching distance, fortunately, because I got a cat on my lap right now. But I'll use like one of these wedge sponges, spritz that with some water, then get your foundation on and apply that. And then for a really, really natural finish, maybe get a little more water on the sponge and just kind of blot over everything. You get a really natural finish. And I mean, you still get the coverage, but it's like you just sort of, in a way, diluted it and just made it very blendable on the skin. And you've added just a hint of moisture in the application process to help some of those foundations that get dry kind of quickly, to help those spread a little bit better and go on more evenly. So I think that gives a really natural look. So that's something to try, and of course it's super inexpensive to do. All right, guys, thank you so much again for taking the time to watch this video. Thanks again for voting in this poll. It's so exciting for me, and you know, any growth for my channel, any more people that can experience beauty broadcast and the beauty broadcast family that is developed on Facebook now, I think it's a really great thing. So thanks again. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.